morning guys, welcome back to another video with me. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I've been on a weight loss journey for the last couple of years following the Starch Solution and using the principles of calorie density. I want to show you what I'm eating every single day as a busy mum, how I make this lifestyle work for me, and how I create gigantic delicious portions of food every single day to get and stay lean. I'm very passionate about this way of eating and I've got love for food like no other. So I want to show you what I've got going on this morning. It's already been a very busy morning, as all school mornings are. While I was doing breakfast, that is a moment I like to use as an opportunity to prep something, get something ready for the rest of the day, because I'm in the kitchen anyway. It doesn't take that much longer to do a little bit more. So this morning, you guys know I had pumpkin soup last night, which was delicious, and I've got loads more to eat, but I had a massive, gigantic half a pumpkin that I needed to use, so I decided to chop that bad boy up. It was a very difficult task, but I did it, and that is in the oven roasting away. And I thought, while I've got the oven on, I'll also put in my sweet potatoes, which I had, and you guys know I need to use up my sweet potatoes. My potatoes in general need using so badly, so I've got a lot of potatoes in here, and it's going to be a potato-y day, I think. So yes, I've got that roasting in the oven, and I'm going to be doing so many good things with pumpkin. Like I said last night, I want to do a pumpkin pie, I want to do a pumpkin latte, frappe thing. I just want to do pumpkin stuff, and I'm really excited about pumpkin. It's a shame it's not autumn, but anyhow, I can get excited about it later again. But the other exciting thing this morning is, I don't know if you guys know, but there was basically no veggies in our house yesterday because it was the final day of the week before our lovely shop arrived. So our Riverford is here. So Romy is going to quickly help me offload all of this stuff. We're going to put it out on the counter. I'm going to give you a quick little grocery. You can just eating cabbage. It's interesting. I'm going to give you a quick little grocery haul. And in terms of a meal plan, we're meant to be having nem-nems tonight, which is our favourite kind of spring roll, salady stuff. And then we're having burgers tomorrow night. And then really for the rest of the week, it's just Indian, because if you guys don't know, I am writing an oil-free Indian cookbook for maximum weight loss. Could not be more excited, and the main reason I'm really excited about it as well is because I'm going to be doing it with my sister-in-law, who is from India and who is an incredible cook. So she's actually arriving tomorrow, and we're going to be cooking up a feast all week long. So make sure to stick around if you guys want to see some delicious Indian food. We are going to be, we're going to be in Indian heaven. So anyway, so we're basically having Indian all week long. So that's our plan. I'm going to put this Riverford away, and I'll show you what I've got. Oh, but before I do that, I'm actually going out this morning. I'm leaving in an hour to go to a toddler thing with Romy. So I'm going to quickly prep some veggies because I might be hungry before I leave. So I'm going to quickly choose some veggies out of my lovely new stash of veggies. I'm thinking purple cabbage and some stuff. And yes, let's put that on while we sort out other Riverford stuff. Oh, and I already had a tea, and now I'm just chugging some water. With the help of Romy, we have got all of the food out. Now, this looks like a ridiculous amount of food. It is a ridiculous amount of food. I tell you why. So every Monday night, you're meant to update the Riverford. That's the cutoff point for figuring out what you want. James and I, the previous week, we were like, oh yeah, just in case we don't want things to go out of stock, we added loads of extra stuff in, just in case. And you know what? On Monday night, we totally forgot to review it and to go through it. And so we really fudged up. And so we've got so much more not so much more. We've got a few more bits than we would actually need. Okay, so this is all of my produce for the week. I'm not going to be buying much other stuff at all. Okay, so let's get started. So I've got one lovely cauliflower, probably going to be used for some delicious Indian curry. I've got a mountain of broccoli. It's never enough broccoli, but that's basically as much as my fridge will carry. So I've got loads of broccoli, and I'm going to start my day with broccoli this morning. I've got 4 bags of yummy kale. That is just for a regular kale salad and just for throwing in bits and pieces. I've got some courgettes, and I'm so excited about these courgettes. I get loads because I absolutely love them. And I'm going to be putting some of these in my breakfast as well. Some celery for general goodness, some garlic for that Indian feast, 4 cucumbers because we're a family that loves cucumbers as snacks and just all that kind of stuff. 2 lovely purple cabbages. You know what? I've got so much stuff and I want to eat all of it for breakfast. I get so excited about this little area here. I literally could eat all of it. So I'm going to have to like hone in and figure out what I want. Is it funny to get excited about veggies? I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. We've got some bananas. We also have some bananas up there that need ripening, and I'm going to put those in the freezer to make some banana ice cream. But yes, we've got those. We've got some vine tomatoes and some little cherry tomatoes. Some little blueberries. This was an extra purchase that we don't usually have because they're quite expensive, but I just had a taste and oh my gosh, they are to die for. So I think I'm just going to eat this entire pack for breakfast. Abe doesn't really like blueberries. Romy's going to share them for me, but that is breakfast. We've also got some really yummy grapes as well. Kiwi. Now, I don't know why, but we've got 2 bags of apples this week. I'm not quite sure what James did on the Riverford front, but we've got loads and loads and loads of apples. So we need to do something appley. I'm not sure. We've got some peppers, we've got some oranges, we've got some more onions, 4 avocados that need ripening, we've got some pears, 2 things of mushrooms. Now, these are for our burgers tomorrow. My favourite is a mushroom burger. Then we've got some salad for our Nems this evening, a humongous bag of carrots and some sweet potatoes. And then this is James' purchase, and I mean, James is just a crazy sausage. He's got some kumquats and then some lime quats. So he tried a kumquat this morning. He's like, oh man, that's a bit strong. I was like, yes, I don't know what we're going to do with this thing. Anyway, so I need to figure out a kumquat and lime quat recipe. Anyway, that is all of the fresh stuff, and I'm so excited to eat it all. At the beginning of the week, I often can't imagine how we're going to be able to eat that much food, and most of it is me, to be honest. But by the end of the week, we got nothing, I tell you. We got nothing apart from a bit of Tupperware. So it is possible. We do it every week. Anyway, that I think came to about 120 pounds, obviously because of the extra stuff that I was not intending to purchase. But anyway, so that is that. And then my Morrison's shop, which I get like milk and other bits and pieces, pasta and stuff. I'm going to keep that super minimal because also my sister-in-law and I were going to be going to a really nice Indian shop that's local to us to pick up loads of good Indian stuff for our Indian feast. So anyway, that is everything. I need to throw some veggies on because I need to leave in like half an hour. So I'm going to go do that. Bye. Everything's been put away. I've got a nice full big fat fridge now and it's very, very satisfying. However, I need to sort it out. I needed to sort out loads of Tupperware. So, right, this is what I'm going to have for my breakfast this morning. It's basically stuff that I really want and stuff that needs using up and that won't fit in the fridge and stuff. So, got 2 courgettes. I'm going to have half a purple cabbage. These leftover carrots from last week. I'm going to have this broccoli. And then I'm going to have a fresh platter, which is going to consist of blueberries, a fresh carrot, an orange, and some grapes that really need eating. Obviously, I'm going to have hummus on the top of my veggies. I then have this kale, which we didn't end up using from last week. So I need to eat that kale. And I've got some leftover mushroom risotto that I haven't yet eaten in the fridge. So I'm thinking lunch is going to be a big kale salad and leftover mushroom risotto. I think that'll be really yummy. Even though I would love to make my chickpea pizza base, I don't think that we're going to do that today because there's just leftovers and things need eating. Anyways, that is my vague plan. And does that include any starch yet? Oh God. And I need to eat this leftover tomato soup, which is very yummy. And I always forget about things when they're in a Tupperware. Shame on me. So I'm going to eat that while I'm waiting for everything else to cook. I am running super late. I literally needed to be out the door 5 minutes ago, but I was faffing around for ages. Anyway, right. My veggies are on. All the pumpkin and the sweet potato is out. I was just about to eat this lovely fresh fruity platter, but it's going to have to wait until I get back because I'm super late. I don't have to take that with me. However, it's because I'm a bit hungry this morning. I'm going to take with me a lovely apple for nibbling on the go. Okay, so I grabbed 2 apples and they're very yummy. They're really hitting the spot. When you're hungry, fruit is delicious. But I was just thinking about something. I was thinking about the price of my food shop is much more expensive than it ever used to be. However, that doesn't mean I'm spending more money on food every month than I used to. So obviously, back in the day, James and I used to go out to eat all the time. We used to get takeout quite a lot, and that is so darn expensive. So I think I'm actually spending less money on food now than I was like 5 years ago when I was a mega junk food vegan. My shops were maybe a little bit less, but the overall food spending for the month was loads more. So I just thought that was interesting. So it really depends where your priorities lie, to be honest. My priorities at the moment are eating loads and loads of fruits and veggies every single day, to stay healthy, to be vibrant, and to stay lean. and to be strong, and for my kids to have that as well. So that's a priority in my life. So that's why I've chosen to buy a heck ton of fruit and veg, which some people may see as expensive, but I bet those people are also unnecessarily spending a lot of the time on takeaways and eating out and coffees at Starbucks and all that kind of stuff. So it really depends where your priorities are. You can make your money count and put it in the direction that you're wanting to move. Anyway, just something I was thinking about. Okay, we are back at home. We had such a lovely time. It was really fun, and Romy is fast asleep on me, obviously. My veggies are cooking up, but I wanted to start with some stuff because I'm really hungry. So I'm just going in with this little amount of like tomato-y soup to get those extra veggies in, people. And I was thinking, oh my god, firstly, that is so yum. I was thinking how, if you're wanting to switch to this way of eating, or if you're wanting to really get going with weight loss or health or whatever it is, I feel like a lot of people look at it like, oh, I can't have pizza, I can't have that, and I can't have that, I can't have that anymore, can't have ice cream. Instead of looking at what you can't have anymore or what you ought to not be having that much of, why don't you look at the abundance that you are able to get in? That is what my focus is. My focus is not, even within the Starch Solution, my focus is not, oh, if I want to lose weight, I can't have that many oat cookies, or I shouldn't have too many, whatever it is, I don't really know. But what I do try and focus on is how many veggies and fruits I can have, and I make that the most important part of my day. And when I stuff as many fruits and veggies into myself as humanly possible, there literally is not room for much else. I mean, obviously I eat my starches, of course, but like there isn't room for me to think about junk food. There isn't room for me to think about a takeaway and this, because I've jam-packed my day full of so much goodness already. I'm stuffed up to the max in terms of satisfaction, but also nutrition. So my body's like so totally satisfied. So instead of thinking, oh, I can't have this, try and jam yourself with as much fruit, veggies, and wet starches as you possibly can. Then there's hardly any room. And even if there is a tiny sliver where you have a bit of a cookie or something, that's not the end of the world. Just focus every day on including more and more and more fruits and veggies all the time. I had 2 apples this morning. I've chopped myself up a little fruity platter, which I'm about to eat. I've got some leftover tomato soup. I've got a massive pan of veggies that are cooking up for me. Look at how many fruits and veggies I am stuffing into just the beginning part of my day. That's not even the full day. So anyway, if you're struggling, get in more fruits, get in more veggies. Those are vital. Obviously have your starches, but the more fruits and veggies you get in, the better you will be. Anyway, I'm gonna go to enjoy this. Okie dokie, I am the happiest lady in the world. I am so excited about these veggies. I cannot even describe to you. It's because I had no veggies in the fridge and I was like, oh my God, veggies. And now I've got them. I'm like a veggie addict. So I think I've got more veggies than ever before. And for those of you who are interested in my salty journey, I did a very small splash of soy sauce. Previously, I would have said there's no soy sauce in there, but I'm starting to be able to taste it, so it's going well. And with the hummus, I obviously made it salt-free, and then I've literally done like a tiny little sprinkle on top, and it's actually really yum. So it's working for me so far. So I think small and easy steps is the way for me to go. I've also made breakfast part 2, which is this lovely little fruity and sweet potato platter. I'm going to put cinnamon on there when I am ready. So I thought I'd just get that ready in the interim while my veggies are cooking. So that is breakfast. I'm keeping it simple today. If you're wanting quick and simple breakfast, honestly, bake up like 7 sweet potatoes or 14, depending on how many you need for the entire week, and literally just go to town on sweet potato heaven. Every morning you can microwave it, eat it cold, whatever. It's really good. So it's a great breakfast on the go. The other thing I want to share with you guys is I was chatting yesterday about my rice cake kind of situation that I wanted to do, and I really wanted to do like peanut butter, but I didn't just want to do PB2 because I don't just want to go pure PB2 a lot of the time. So I thought I would like beef up my peanut butter powder with some chickpeas, obviously, because you guys know I'm bean obsessed. And I wanted to give it a little bit of extra sweetness. I've also put some banana in. So this is my new peanut butter. And obviously PB2, yes, I know it has sugar and I know it has salt. I didn't know there was a salt and sugar-free version. So I think there is, and I'm going to get that next time. But yeah, obviously this is more for a video. It's really tricky when I want to film stuff and I also want to eat healthy. I mean, yes, those do go hand in hand. And this is a very healthy, amazing peanut butter for anyone who's wanting it. Obviously, I wouldn't eat the whole thing myself, but it's a fantastic recipe. But it's very good. It's really yum, to be fair. So I'm going to do spread of peanut butter on the rice cake. Then I'm going to make my chocolate sauce, stick it in the freezer. Boom! And so I'm really excited. I was told Dave I was going to make that for him when he gets back after school. So he'll be thrilled. Anyway. I'm going to go dig into my mountain. I may need to take a break between this and this because that's going to fill me up a lot. Anyway, you see what I mean about getting so many fruits and veggies into you that there's literally no room for anything else. That's what I'm doing. And you don't have to do it all in one go. I didn't do it all in one go. I built it up as a habit. But that is what I want to strive towards. Okay, so that was interesting. That's never happened to me before. My body had a vegetable cut-off. I literally can't eat any more of these veggies. I thought I was going to be able to eat the whole thing. Maybe I was a bit ambitious, but my body was like, nope, stop, can't have any more. And now I'm craving like sweet and starchy. So I'm so glad I put together a sweet and starchy platter. So I'm going to dig into this. And what I'm going to put on my sweet potato is some of this chocolate sauce I made, which is just the one I made the other day, the banana cocoa powder. That's all there is. There's just 2 bananas and some cocoa powder in here. I'm not going to use it all. But I'm just going to do a lovely little pouring on my sweet potato. And Romy is digging into a little bit of everything. She was so excited to see the fruit. And this is my peanut butter concoction. And she is just loving. You want some more butt? Here you go. You get your spoon and you do dip. Get your spoon. There you go. Oh, that look good. So yeah, we're going to dig into our fruity platter, but it's really interesting. You've got to listen to your body because my body said no more veggies. Didn't know that was possible. Are you excited? It is 12:30 and I cannot eat another bite. Romy's had a tiny bit of my sweet potato. And she has had loads of the blueberries actually, and those blueberries were so delicious. Anyway, that was very, very yum. But I wanted to say, this peanut butter creation, it's special. It's really special. If you guys want to eat, yeah, Romy's going crazy for it. If you guys want to eat mountains of peanut butter and lose weight, this is basically the best possible option that I can think of in my little brains. Do you think so? Do you want to have a little taste? Oh, do you love it? But I will say, the PB2 that I'm using obviously has some salt and sugar. And even though I am not hungry, I can totally feel myself wanting to eat this entire thing. I've only had like a mouthful or two for filming purposes. But yeah, like even a little bit of salt and sugar is just like, it's actually, I know everyone uses maple syrup and brown sugar and salt and stuff like that and soy sauce, but that is also very addictive stuff. Like it really is. Oil, yes, obviously fats are addictive, but also salts and sugars and stuff, obviously. So I can feel myself wanting to eat this whole thing, and I could eat loads more. Anyway, my point is I'm going to put this aside. But yeah, interesting observation. Hello, everybody. My hair is crazy. I haven't washed it in days, but I have the hairdresser coming today to sort out my roots. I only get it done every few months because it's quite expensive. Anyway, it is, well, actually, what the heck time is it? It is 2:30. We're going to go and get Abe soon. Not hungry in the slightest. Still feeling full to the max. That is what veggies and fruits and wet starches do to you. They fill you up. I am so beyond satisfied. Hello. These are my chocolate peanut butter rice cakes. I've just popped it in the freezer. This is what I was making before. Oh my God, in the freezer, that is so good. Obviously, it's not chocolate with loads of oily stuff in it, so it is going to melt, but in the freezer, it's got such a good crunch. And the peanut butteriness is very, very nice. Yeah. Aside from the sugar and the salt in the PB2, this is completely whole food. That is really nice. So if you guys want a little sweet treat, you could make a bunch of these, stick them in the freezer. It'd be really cute if you pushed like raspberries or like some like cherry bits or something into the top of there as well. Yeah. Anyway, super good. I told you I'm not hungry. And I'm not hungry. Why am I eating rice cakes? Silly Amy. It's a matter of environment, isn't it? If you've got something in your environment, it's really hard not to say no to it. So, and I wanted to film these because I'm making a little recipe, so it's hard. Anyway, I'm going to put this back in the freezer and save it for Abe before I eat the whole damn thing. It is 4:45 and I'm getting hungry. I'm just about to start making dinner. It's a bit of a late one. I thought in advance I would just finish off my veggies and a very small bit of hummus as a bit of like preloading. Then Romy is eating my leftover mushroom risotto. There actually wasn't that much left, so I'm not going to have that. But I'm going to have loads of Nems, and I've remembered I love chips with Nems. I forgot about that new addiction I've got, and a bunch of kale. So that's going to be dinner, but I'm going to put that together a little bit and I'll show you what it looks like. But in the meantime, preloading with my veggies. Yeah. Hello guys, it is many minutes. Okay, it's not actually an hour later. Anyway, I've got my food and I'm about to dive into it. I've already started diving into it and I realised I did not tell you what I'm having. So, I'm having a medley. Right. I'm crouching down because the table's really small and Romy's on me. She is fast asleep. She was squeaking. Firstly, all that kale that was on the table, I've turned into tiny little minced kale bags. And basically, this is just so much kale. And I've mixed it in with my leftover hummus to do like the dressing because that's my favourite thing at the moment. And it's just really yummy. It looks like I'm forcing myself to eat loads of kale, but I'm not. I genuinely love this. It tastes incredible. Kale done like this is so special. Then I've got my real dinner, which is loads of little Nems. Yes, I already ate that one. Loads of chips and my little peanut sauce. So I need to figure out a new sauce to make with Nems because this is PB2, soy sauce, lemon juice, tiny splash of maple syrup, not super sweet, and ginger and garlic powder. But I need to find like a more whole foods, no salt, no sweetie kind of version. I need to mull over a new dressing at some point, but I couldn't think of one on the go, and this is my go-to. So anyway, I'm going to go and enjoy this. I'm going to eat my kale first, then my Nems, then my chips, see where I get to. Okay, I am full. I could not finish all my kale. My body said no more kale after that much, so just went with it. And I finished. We have already done a crab, you're right. That's true, Abe. And
pinchies.
Yeah.
I've got to do pinchies.
Oh yeah, pinchies. You're the cutest, Abe. I ate all my Nems, but I've left those chippies. Anyway, that is what I have finished. I'll see if James wants to finish mine off.
Mommy.